of the drawdown of forces. We'll be following the movement process of one of those units. Pam Proper has more.
Members of the 317th Engineer Battalion were still in Southwest Asia when they were notified that the unit would move to Fort Benning, Georgia. 1,200 people, including family members, will pack their helmets and household goods for the permanent change of station. A large part of the shipping process is already complete.
The equipment we deployed to Saudi Arabia with, the APCs and the engineer-specific equipment, we left the team back there. In fact, last Saturday we got the last 26 individuals back that shipped it out of the port. They were our port detail, and they did a tremendous job. They were down there for about at least 65 extra days loading all engineer equipment, and they loaded our equipment, and some of it has arrived at Fort Benning. Approximately 35 pieces have arrived.
The 317th deployed to Southwest Asia on a 17-hour notice. Now, most soldiers are anxious for the next deployment back to the U.S.
I can't wait. It's gonna be a good movement. I think I've been to Fort Benning before. It's an okay post. I've done my time in Germany. I'm ready to go back to the States, and I think a lot of other people here are too.
Hey, we served in Desert Storm together, and I feel confident about everybody here in the battalion. I just feel like the move would be a lot better if we went together because we know each other and we get along pretty good together.
Until the unit leaves in mid-December, training continues as usual. The 317th Engineer Battalion is one of 22 USAR units that will PCS as a unit in fiscal 1992. Over the next few months, we'll follow the 317th as they transition from Germany to Georgia. From Camp Eschborn, Pam Proper, AFN News.
The 317th Engineer Battalion based at Camp Eschborn is one of 22 USAR units scheduled to transfer to the United States in the next few months. Part of the planning for such a move involves keeping families informed. Pam Proper reports.
Officials of the 317th Engineer Battalion prepared a family briefing to provide information on the progress of the unit's move to Fort Benning. Families were given an overview on what to expect during the next 3 months prior to their move in mid-December. Most families feel comfort in the fact they're all moving together, but there are still concerns and anxieties.
I'm really excited, and also I'm scared about it too. This is the first time that I've ever been over to Europe, plus this will be the first time that I've ever been stationed in the United States.
I truly do feel hostile because we have passed 2 DEROS dates and no confirmed dates as to when we're leaving here. So we've got our family in the States on hold, don't know when we're coming or if we're coming. Don't know whether it's Christmas shop here or wait till you get to the States. So right now it's a hostile feeling.
That everything gets, all of our household goods and everything gets there, you know, and we're not living out of suitcases for 4 or 5 months.
Many of the family support mechanisms that were put in place prior to the Gulf War are going to be further relied upon during the unit PCS.
The overall movement will go well because of the fact that due to the Gulf War, we had already done a lot of the planning and a lot of the briefings and a lot of the things that are necessary in moving a unit of this in this way has already been done based on the war. So.
The 317th has sent a research team to Fort Benning, Georgia to recon the area. They've sent back information on housing and rental availabilities to quell one of the most urgent fears, finding a place to live. From Camp Eschborn, Pam Proper, AFN News.
They're on the way out of Europe. Airman Sonia McCraw was there as the first group from the 317th Engineer Battalion left for the States. 196 military members and their families boarded the plane bound for the States. As Major Dean Fowler explains, the 317th Engineer Battalion is breaking up.
So I got 3 companies going to Fort Benning, headquarters Alpha and Bravo, and Charlie and Delta are going to Fort Stewart to be part of a corps of another battalion, the 11th Engineer Battalion, to support the other brigade, the 24th Infantry.
The kids were restless and the parents tired, but most of the families were excited about the redeployment.
Yeah, we're ready to go. We've been here over 3 years. It's time to go home.
Yeah, it's about time. I've been over here long enough.
This first plane load is headed for Lawson Army Airfield at Fort Benning, Georgia, where they'll fall under the 3rd Brigade, 24th Infantry Division. The rest of the 317th Engineer Battalion will be back in the States by the 17th of December. Airman Sonia McCraw, AFN News. The Defense